Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Creep on June. I am here to go through my make, but let me just say first, thank you so much to all my new subscribers who have turned in and subscribed. I really appreciate your help building my small creative business and building my channel. Okay, so my make is kind of hard to show on this overhead thing. So it's not really a flip through. So what I've done is I've taken some still shots and I will insert those and then come back and show you piece by piece. So, so here we go. I'm going to insert those stills here. Okay, here we go, back again. So let me show you my makes. So I'm sure you're all familiar with the kit. So Tracie Fox created a Creep on June kit that is on sale. Well, it's for sale in her Etsy, which will be linked below at the time that this is posted. And it is a whole series of matchboxes. And a bunch of other makers have done this as well. And she herself did a fabulous tutorial of how to put them together. So I'm not going to be showing you how to put them together. And you probably have seen elements of the kit from the other makers, because this is going to be airing on the 13th, which is kind of mid-June. So you've hopefully had a chance to see a whole bunch of other makers that got printed on the wrong side, but they're actually these fabulous doors. A bunch of other makers making stuff for Creep on June. And here are the fabulous fussy cuts. Now, the other thing that I did use on this project is another Tracie Fox kit, and this is Ghostal. Where is it? It's Ghostal labels. It just tickles me. And they're all these really cute, fun puns. Scare mail, heart ghostal, ghost card, dead mail, pain mail, post inspector, but the inspector is a specter. They're just so clever. So I used those in here as well. And I also used her field notes labels, her specimen labels, and I used the book. So in the kit, there's a cover, and these are the pages to a book. And I realize it's kind of hard to see because I printed it on this cream cardstock. But what it is there are 3 strips. 1, 2, 3. And at the end of the first row of strips is a little flap. And at the end of the second row is a little flap. And so what you do is you cut out the 3 strips and you glue them end to end. So you get one long strip, and then you accordion fold them and you get all the pages to a little book, and you glue it into the cover that comes with the kit. And voila, you have a miniature, teeny tiny, creepy, Halloweeny book for that fits right into the matchbox. It's very fun. And I have done that, and I will show you in a mo. I've also added some other little beads and extras and things. Okay, so let me pull off my matchboxes. So I know a bunch of other people have, and Tracie herself, when they made their matchboxes, they kind of oriented it this way. But to me, they looked like books. And in one of the other videos that I have in this playlist, I showed what inspired my idea of how to do these matchboxes as little books on a bookshelf. So these are the ones that I used. You can see I've printed the field notes labels 2 to a page, so they come out teeny tiny. And I've used some other charms as well. And each one has the spine decorated, and then some of them have the fronts decorated as well. Well, those 2 do anyway. So let's look at these first. So this one has, this is a piece that's cut out of a Crafts Consortium paper pad. And in it, I have all those Ghostal labels. And so since I printed them out 2 to a page, They are, they're small and they fit really nicely in here. So I can use those in a future Halloween-y project. Whoops, stay in there. And then this one has an insect also from that paper pack. Yeah, I guess I should be up here. Sorry about that. And my field notes labels and a teeny tiny butterfly. I think that's a Tim Holtz butterfly. And I have fussy cut creepy insects and things in this one. And then in here, so on a couple of these, I put a little eyelet in the spine of the box and attach a jump ring and I got a pack of Halloween charms from Amazon, and they just worked perfectly. And I love this one because the way he kind of hugs the spine. So then in here is my book. So it fits perfectly into the box. And so this is the book cover that comes. And I have a closure for this little book that's just a piece of velvet ribbon that I had, and I attached it with a little teeny tiny brad. And it turns into a little junk journal. So I printed a whole bunch of things out to a page, and you get little tucks and little cards, and I have done some stamping, and these are both from the kit. And then this is a little envelope that comes with the kit that I've just hooked onto the page with a little Tim Holtz bull clip. And this tombstone comes in the kit, and so does the skull and the RIP and a little journaling card, and I just use that as a tuck. And another stamp, and here's some file folders. I think that's what this is. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's a little envelope that comes in the kit, and I just put that over the edge of the page, just like a regular junk journal. Attach that with a teeny tiny Tim Holtz paper clip. Some more stamping. Here's another journaling card. Again, little tiny bats from the kit printed to a page, makes them tiny. And that's my little secret spell book. Oh, and when I glued the cover on, I first glued a piece of ribbon on so that it acts like a little bookmark. It does, the bookmark's a little thick. The closure works well, but the bookmark's a little thick. So if you do it, make sure you use a very thin piece of ribbon for the bookmark, the spine bookmark. And then that just ties like that. And it fits right into, if everything's in the pocket properly, there we go, fits right into the matchbox. So that's super fun. Oops. Sit there, bat. Okay, and here is a specimen label and another label with a little bat glued on. And then here is a little bat charm. And in here I have a bunch of bat beads. And I bought these because I thought I was going to use them on the make, but they turned out to be just a little bit too thick and bulky. So I might use them someday, so I'm just going to store them in my matchbox. And here are some field notes with a little teeny tiny fussy cut bat. And these have a whole bunch more of the fussy cut things from the kit in here. All the little journaling cards. And here's that same bat card in the normal size. But even printed out normal size, they all fit into the matchboxes perfectly. And then this one, okay, so this also has an eyelet and a jump ring, a little spider charm. This poison label, I think, is actually a Tim Holtz one. But in here are some skull and eyeball beads, which is just fun. Okay, so now let me show you the rest of my make. I have some other videos that show some of the process on this. Let me take the items off and show you the items first. So here on the top shelf, I have a creepy hand charm that came in that bag of charms. And this is a cabochon platter that I hot glued a paper clip to, and then I made these little potion bottles. I have a short video on explaining what I put into these potion bottles, but you give it a little shake and they get all like creepy and potiony looking. And then this one here is a little crow hot glued to an eyeball, and they're both glued to a little cabochon platter, and it has a magnet on the bottom. And I have put magnets on the bottom of the shelf underneath so that things don't topple all the time. And then I have a little key tied onto his leg. And then here, I think this might be my, well, it's not, I don't know. I love all the pieces in here. So here's another cabochon platter. And these are more potion bottles. This one's not magneted on. You give it a shake and you can see the little things floating in and out in there. And then, but these have magnets on the bottom so that you have to really give them a good tip for them to fall off. And that cabochon platter is metal, so they stick to it, and it works pretty well at least for holding them to the shelf while they're sitting there, or just being moved from place to place. And then these are so cute. These are two things that I ordered from Amazon as well. Look at how cute this is. It's a teeny tiny test tube set. And when they came, the test tubes really do come out. They really do come out. And I've just filled them with alcohol inks and metallicized bits and the pearly bits and made them look kind of grungy. And then I used the patina, Ranger patinas to corrode the platter. And then I actually glued this down because that was just it was too tippy. But I just love how that came out. So that sits on the bottom shelf down there. Actually, I won't put that back yet. Along with the little beam balance that I also used the patinas to make look a little old and corroded. And then here's the shelving itself. So I do have a video on this one. So one of the funny things that happened when I was making, and I think this was left on the last video, was when I cut, this is just chipboard, and when I cut them, apparently I used the offcut for this side because it didn't quite make it to the edge to match the other side, and I wasn't going to remake it. So all I did was I created an illusion for your eye, and I used texture paste that I grunged up with some distress spray in peeled paint. And I glued on some fake moss, and it just made it look a little extra grungy, and it kind of fools your eye into not realizing that the two sides aren't the same size. And then you can see the magnets that I've stuck on to hold the pieces on the top shelf. And there is some translucent crackle paste and some translucent crackle paint that I've used as well. And also down here, there's some translucent, this is the glass bead crackle paste stuff. So it just wanted to look like, things have corroded and spilled and gone kind of magically wrong on the shelf. And that's it. And then everything just kind of goes back and sits nicely on the shelves. So my little tray, I think this is it must be fulfilling some of my love of dollhouse things because it's just so fun. And my little test tubes go down there on the bottom shelf with the beam for measuring out eyes of newt and things. And my raven or crow, I'm not sure which one, crow I think, with the eyeball just magnets to its spot right there. And my hanging potion magnets to its spot right there, and then the hand helps hold that in place. And let's see, this little potion bottle rests at the front of oops. So they kind of have to go back a little bit. And all of these labels are the Tracie Fox Field Notes labels as well. So they all kind of just sit there together, waiting to be needed. And they sit there on the shelf like that. And then I can put my little boxes. There's 2 per shelf. There are more than this, that you actually get more boxes than that in the kit. So you could make a much larger shelf if you chose. Those can go down here. Everything just fits perfectly. And then these can go up here. And voila, I have my creepy little potion shelf. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly had a blast. Please click like, hit subscribe, come on back. I have lots of interesting things planned for this summer. And check out all the other makers from the Creep on June, which will all be linked below, as well as the kit and Tracie's webpage. So thanks again for stopping by. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Stay safe. Bye-bye.